How you doing, everyone? So instead of infecting a news feed with some noise, I thought I'd do something out of the norm and give you a little tour of my studio and sort of share how I make this stuff. If you're interested, if you're not, just scroll on. It's fine. Just like that. So where do I start? Okay, so I've got some stuff. I got four main things here. Right, one is this thing which is an APC, an Akai APC Midi controller, and this is my, I suppose, scene controller. So it allows me to navigate the tracks and the scenes within Ableton. Now, if I just show you this, so. There's two ways of using Ableton. One is in an arrangement view, which is the traditional way, which is what most of the producer dudes do. And then there's this this view, which is the scene view. And what you have is you can set up loads of tracks, and you can load those tracks with MIDI samples or little recorded loops, or you can live record loops. And then you can just play them like an instrument through this controller. So when you're actually doing live performances, you can interact with the DAW, the audio workstation, whilst you're performing, and that's why I think Ableton's just like on the next level. People might disagree, I don't know, but that's what I think anyway. And then I got this thing here, which is a Maschine, which is made by Native Instruments. And another reason why I'm kind of getting into Ableton so well, and I've only just bought the full Live 11 suite about, I don't know, month and a half ago, is because the Maschine software is really similar, and that's because the the Ableton guys used to work for Native Instruments, I think. So they're kind of like got a similar way of approaching this stuff, and Native Instruments have always been very sort of, everything they've designed, including all the DJ stuff, has always been from the view of a performance artist as opposed to, like, you know, a very technical person. So yeah, so we've got Ableton, we've got the APC controlling Ableton, we've got the Maschine Mark Ii. Now the Maschine, I'm just using this as a MIDI controller basically. Like I said, it is actually an instrument in its own right, and you can actually load up the software, and this is what I was doing on the track that I did the other day. I actually had Maschine as a plugin, and then I was using the Maschine software within Ableton, so that was pretty cool. So we've got the Akai APC controlling Ableton, we've got the MIDI controller, which is the Maschine, and then I've got two MIDI keyboards. This is a complete APC, 64 keys. It's really good, and what I've done just on this track, so I can show you, and it was also on the track that I did the other day. Where is it? So I'm using Native Instruments plugins. So I'm using Massive. This synth sound is Massive, and I got Phasis and Rayum, and Rayum is what gives it the really nice decay and the reverb. It's a lovely sound. I really like it. It uses some key tracks now. And you can tweak it. You can MIDI map actually. So in Ableton, you can actually just select and you can MIDI map all of the knobs against any knobs that you have. So you can fiddle with loads of knobs. So yeah, so that's the A61. And then I got this, and I only got this on Saturday. This is a really cool piece of kit. This is a Novation Launch Key, and it's actually quite cool because you can do similar stuff with these pads that you can do with the Akai. So if I'm over here doing something, I can actually control the scenes as well, and you can see I can move the tracks across. I can move the scenes up and down here, and then when I'm up there, you can see I've got the scenes here. So if I hit them, I'll start playing as well. So it's all really easy to use. So you don't need to be an absolute sort of master on any musical instrument to be able to do this stuff. But you do need to be a little bit creative. So when I'm actually sort of putting a tune together, I'll pick a key. So I think what I've done here, I'm playing in A. got two scales. I've got a Phrygian. Pentatonic. So I come up with a riff. Find some drums. So what I've got is two guitar tracks. I don't know if I said that. So I'm playing a Fender Telecaster, and I've got a down here. You might see me doing stuff down here. I've got a couple of effects pedals. So I've got a Zoom GFX 707. I've got a BFX 708. One's for bass, one's for guitar, and I can use. So if I go to Ableton, there is loads of effects in Ableton. For guitars, such as amps, modulators, compressors. I can also use plugins such as Guitar Rig. It's got Guitar Rig 5 and 6, but I don't like the sound of it. I prefer the sound of this Zoom box because I've got two sounds. I've got this pop sound, this sort of reverby sort of delay sound, and I've got this sort of crunchy. A really nice sound. Oh, what I didn't mention was my audio interface. So I'm using again, this is another piece of Native Instruments kit. I'm using the Complete Audio 2. It took me a while to figure it out, actually, because I was getting loads of delay and I was having loads of issues. And what I've actually got, so I had to download the ASIO driver from Native Instruments, which I didn't do. I just plugged it in and just tried to use it, and it was like a total disaster for about 2 days. So I downloaded the Complete Audio ASIO driver. And then the other thing is that I didn't do is put the phantom power on, which is sort of given me, because I had this like 1/10 of a millisecond of delay, and now it seems to have gone. So I've got it on the instrument settings, and then I've got the phantom power on as well. And that's given me a really sort of really accurate. Probably talking too long now. I've gone on 9 minutes so far. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm learning every day. I'm really enjoying it more than anything. So like, I don't really care if anyone likes this or not. I don't care if anyone listens to this. I'm putting it out there because I think some of the music I'm making is actually alright. Some of the earlier stuff I did was shit, but it's sounding so much better now. The other thing is, what I'm recording this on, so I'm using the same software that we were using when we were doing all the DJ live streams last summer. I don't know if anyone saw any of them. So I'm using OBS, which is online broadcasting software, and I'm using that to make these videos as well, which it's got really good audio drivers in it. And so I'm basically using the Complete Audio 2 ASIO driver in OBS, which is why I'm getting really crisp and clear sound. go. Anyway, I'll do another update. So I'm going to get the push 2 probably in a month or so. I'll do another update when I've figured out how to use that. Stay safe, stay classy.